as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first I said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did.
My people, it's me again. Back at it again with another one you don't know. Now, as you guys have seen the video, today I'm gonna talk about if you are still watching porn, if you are still masturbating, you still a boy and you haven't grown yet. You haven't become a man yet. Are y'all with me? Now, I play that clip because it goes hand in hand with what I'm about to talk about. It goes hand in hand with what I'm about to bring out. Okay? Now, Dwayne Wade, he said that when he was a child, when he was a boy, when he was a kid, he used to dress like a woman, walking around like a woman, putting on the heels and wearing makeup and stuff. That is when he was a boy. Now, right now, he's a man. As we can see, he's no longer doing that which he was doing as a boy or as a child. Okay? Now, that is how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to change. Okay? Just like a butterfly, it start out as like a little thingy, and then it gets to grow wings, and then it gets to fly. Same thing as a frog. At first, it's like a fish in the water. You might pick them up. You think it's a fish. The whole time, that's a frog. You know what I'm saying? When they grow, they become frog. So it's us. Like, we have to grow. We have to change. You know what I'm saying? From one thing to another. Okay? Now, let us go to the Bible. The Bible, I'm going to start in the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 15. It says this: a foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it afar from him. Now, foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. What does that mean? Basically, what this scripture is talking about, the mind of a child is filled with foolishness. Meaning, when you are a child, you are a fool. You are an idiot. You don't know better. You get what I'm saying? When you are a child, you do not know better. So if you do not know better, it's kind of harder for you to do better. This is why, before we found out about retention, we were out there not doing better. You know what I'm saying? Like masturbating, watching porn, looking at people nakedness, things of that nature. That is because we were fools. We were idiot. If you are not on semen retention, bro, you are a fool. Because that sexual energy, that seed that's inside of you is supposed to travel from your testicle all the way to the brain. And when it goes to the brain, guess what? You become wise. You become intellectual. You become someone that is aware of what's going on. You get what I'm saying? You become smart. That's because that seed is what makes a man intelligent. It's what makes a man to think or to move or to operate more logically. That goes with the neocortex being activated. You get what I'm saying? Stay with me. Now, the scripture said, a foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Now, this is where the parents coming from. The importance of having parents. Like, if you are a child, it's good that you have your dad and also your mother there. Because when you are a child, you're going to do something that is stupid. Now, when you do something that is stupid or foolish, it is the responsibility of the father to do what? To correct you when you messed up, or to beat you, to whoop you. Listen to this again, man. Don't go nowhere. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Bro, I come from Africa. In Africa, when we used to mess up, like we used to do something that we should not have done, bro, our parents used to whoop us. Bro, my mom beat me like a slave, man. Bro, I remember my mom tied me up because when I was a kid, I was a bad kid, man. I used to do stupid shit. I can't make this up. Bro, my mom whooped me. Bro, the whole community knew. Bro, everybody knew, bro. My mom gonna kill me one day. Bro, I used to mess up and my mom used to whoop me. Why? Because when you get whooping, it's a form of correction. Like your mom or your dad, he's correcting you so you can do better. Listen to this again, bro. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. So, when you are a kid, you are a fool. That's the purpose, or that is the reason I came here, so you guys can see what's going on. Before we found out about retention, we were fools, meaning well, we were idiot. But we have to change in order for us to become men. I'm gonna get to that. Just stay with me. Listen to this again. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, meaning well, when you are a child, you don't know better, you are a fool, you are an idiot. You get to do stupid shit, like smoking weed, drinking. For some of the brother, they were operating just like Dwayne Wade, putting on makeup, you know what I'm saying, wearing heels. You get what I'm saying? There are some dudes out there, some brothers, you know, back then when they were kids, they kiss another man, things of that nature. All of that stuff that they did or they were doing or you did, bro, it was because you was a child and you did not know better. When you are a child, you are a fool. You are foolish. Your brain is filled with foolishness. Listen to this again, bro. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Now, this rod of correction, if you are practicing semen retention, if you are practicing nofap, you find yourself masturbating, you find yourself fornicating, bro, you will get the rod of correction. Guess who's gonna correct you? The Most High God, the Creator. Because when you're practicing semen retention, you are in the presence of God. God get to deal with you like he deals with his own son. He's gonna whoop you. He's gonna take things away from you. Just like a parent, he has a son, he has a daughter. You know what I'm saying? The son or the daughter messed up. He gets to take their computer away from them, their PlayStation or their Nintendo. He gets to take it away from them. Why? To correct them so they can do better. On retention, you relapse. On retention, you go back to fornication. On retention, you go back to watching porn. Bruh, you will get the rod of correction, meaning what the Most High God will correct you. He's gonna get stuff away from you. Take stuff away from you. Sometimes you might get beat up. You might get jumped. Your car might get broken down. I made a video about that. But I just had to throw that thing out there so you guys can comprehend it. Like when he says, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. So he's talking about correction. The Most High God will correct you if you're a grown man. You don't have, your dad cannot whoop you no more. But there is someone that's going to whoop you. The Most High God. You get it? Stay with me. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 15. A foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Okay? Now, the reason I brought you guys here, just you guys can understand that when you are a child, you are a fool. You don't know better, so you're gonna mess up. Just like Dwayne Wade said, when I was a kid, I was putting on makeup, I was wearing women dresses, I was operating like a female. Right? But I truly believe Dwayne Wade, when he was a child, he was beaten too. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wasn't beaten, he was going to grow up and act the same way. Or the Most High God was correcting him. Okay? Now, from here, let us go to the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. Now, remember the topic. If you're still watching porn, if you're still masturbating, bro, you're still a boy. You haven't grown yet. In order for you to be a man, there are some stuff you have to let go. Like corn, it has to go. Like masturbation has to go. If you smoke weed, weed gotta go. Go to the club, you have to stop that. There's a stage to be a boy. There's also a stage to be a man. And to be a man, there are some stuff that you have to let go in order for you to enter or to transcend to the manly realm. Okay? Now, the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, it says this: when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Now, this one here, this is how we become men. Bro, you are not a man yet if you're still watching porn. You are not a man yet if you're still fornicating. You are not a man yet if you're still smoking, if you're still lying, you're still stealing, you're still doing the same thing that you was doing when you was a child, when you was a boy. You haven't grown yet. In order for you to grow, you have to let go of some stuff that you was doing when you was a boy. Okay? Listen to this again, bro. When I was a child, I spake as a child. So this is the Apostle Paul. He said when he was a child, when he was a boy, when he was a kid, what happened? I spake as a child, meaning what? My conversation was childish. You know how you come across someone, this is a grown-ass man, and the things that he talk about, bro, you just get annoyed by it. Like me right now, I'm on retention. I come across people on my journey, they speak about nonsense. This is grown-ass man. He's talking about women. Let's go get females, bro. Let's go out there, you know what I'm saying? Run a trend on these girls, bro. I'd be like, yo, man, what the hell? This is a grown-ass man. He's speaking like a child. Bro, we're supposed to know, like, yo, man, how can I start a business? That's the stuff that grown-ass men talk about. How can I elevate? How can I grow? How can I become the best version of myself? This dude is talking about, let's go get girls, bro. I can't make this up. Listen to this again. This is the Apostle Paul, the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, meaning what? When I was a kid, when I was a boy, a little boy, I spake as a child, meaning what? My conversation was like a kid's. It was kids' conversation. Okay? I understood as a child, meaning what? The stuff, the information that I was receiving, my understanding, it was a little bit. Like when you practice retention, you start to become a man, your understanding is gonna grow to the point where you understand, like, hold on, man, when I release my seed, I'm releasing my masculine energy. I'm releasing what makes me a man. You understand that. But when you are a boy, you do not understand that. Your understanding is little. So you just releasing because you want to satisfy the flesh. You're like, yo, I'm the man. I'm out here sleeping with all these girls. In reality, your understanding is small. You don't know better. Stay with me, man. Don't go nowhere. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. He mentioned also thinking. When I was a kid, I was thinking like a kid. So when you become a man, your thinking has to change the way you think. You cannot just see a woman and then you look at her like a sex object. No. You're supposed to think deeper. Okay, this woman, if I'm dealing with her, what can she bring to my life of a value? How can she help me? Because right now, I'm staying in this house. You know what I'm saying? My rent is high. Does she work? You get what I'm saying? That's how you start to think. When you are a man, you start to think deeper. But when you are a boy, yo, she's fine. She's cute. You know what I'm saying? She's going to come to my house. You know what I'm saying? She's going to come stay with me. I'm going to be sleeping with her. That's the only thing you're thinking about. But when you are a man, when you grow, you're going to think different. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere, bro. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, listen to this, bro. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. So you and I, in order for us to become men, we have to put away childish things. What are childish things? Childish things is corn. That's childish things. Fornication is childish things because we are not thinking like men. We are thinking like boy. Because when you sleep with her, what are you losing? Your masculinity, your testosterone, wasting time. But if you are thinking like a man, okay, this woman right here, this girl right here, I gotta make her my woman. I gotta put her in a house, you know what I'm saying, so she can help me. I gotta produce with her. I gotta take care of her because this is my possession now. This is the woman that I love. But when you are a boy, you're thinking about getting your racks off. That's it. You're trying to release. That's about it. Okay? Stay with me. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. So there's a level, you know what I'm saying, to this. You first start as a kid, now you become a man. So if you're still watching corn, bruh, you are operating like a kid. You are operating in your lower self. If you're still fornicating, you're still releasing your life. You're releasing what makes you a man, because the semen retention is a pathway to masculinity, to being a man. Because the seed, when it gets to the brain, you start to think righteously. You start to think more like a man, powerful. You're thinking different, deeper, because you are a man now. So in order for you to become a man, you have to let go of corn. Just like the scriptures say. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. So we have to put away childish things. Corn has to go. Masturbation has to go. Fornication has to go. Smoking has to go. If you was dressing like women back then, it has to go. If you was out there, you know what I'm saying, you a man operating like a woman, it has to go. You got to stop that. You got to quit that. If you was a thief, you got to stop that. You was a liar, you got to stop that, because now you're becoming a man. You have to change. To become a man, it requires change. My people, I'm going to lean back, just a quick video. I pray that you guys gain something out of this. I pray that you guys receive some sort of a wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I wasn't too deep, just on the surface, just something for y'all to grasp, man, and take this journey serious. You know what I'm saying? Because sin meditation is going to give you the life force. It's going to give you the vigor, the strength, to the will for you to let go of the old self, which is the boy self. You know what I'm saying? And in transition, become a man. When you are a man, you are respected, man. You know what I'm saying? This is another reason why, when we were out there masturbating, fornicating, they didn't respect us, because we were doing childish things. We were acting like kids. I remember when I was in high school, my teacher used to tell me, hey, if you're going to act like a kid, you act like a beast, I'm going to treat you like one. So this is what's going on. Every time when you are out there fornicating, masturbating, you are acting like a kid. So people get to treat you like a kid. Are y'all with me, bro? Yo, I'm going to lean back, man. I left my cash in the description. I also got my PayPal there. Donate, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
I know. But you know I'm not a rapper. Papi kuka pesa tala simate. Azuraya pesa tala de. Papi kuka pesa tala de. Azuraya pesa tala simate. Just like a bird, flying so high, you and I, we not the same. I be on a righteous path, I think I'm going insane. I be climbing trees on top of tree like Tarzan. We don't do no Zan, no, we don't smoke no gas. No, can't you see me? Yeah, you know I'm in my bag.